Going back to a flip phone, 7 reasons to switch. Do you ever feel chained to your smartphone? Instead of paying attention to other people, you pay attention to your phone. Technology that was meant to be a resource has become a distraction. That is an undeniable truth. I will share with you 7 reasons how using a flip phone will help you become unchained to your phone. Plus, you'll discover other ways to use the apps you access on your smartphone. What is a flip phone? The flip phone is one of the most basic models of cell phones. It's called a flip phone because the phone folds in half with the screen folding over the keypad on a hinge. Thus, a flip phone uses a minimalist design. As for functionality, it's also limited in its functionality. With most flip phones, you get basic functions like calling, texting, and voicemail. In addition, some flip phones may include a camera and a calculator. While some flip phones offer internet browsing, most typically do not offer smart features. Plus, it's difficult to navigate the internet with the flip phone T9 keyboard. On the flip phone keyboard, each button is used to type a number plus 3 letters. Basically, the flip phone offers an easy-to-use, reasonably priced cell phone option. What you want out of a cell phone versus what you need. As you can see, a flip phone will still allow you to remain connected to the outside world. You can still communicate with others through call or text. In other words, a flip phone provides you with the essential functions of a cell phone. After all, isn't that the purpose of a cell phone? The flip phone offers an easy-to-use, reasonably priced cell phone option. Therefore, all of the extras that a smartphone offers are just apps that people want to have on their phone. Do you really need gaming apps or YouTube on your phone? These apps won't connect you with emergency services when you need them. When it comes down to it, the choice between a flip phone and a smartphone centers on what you want versus what you need. The flip phone provides what you need. The smartphone gives you what you want. Alternative methods for getting information. Now, I know that someone may argue that it's nice having access to information on a smartphone. Honestly, you can access this information through other methods. For example, instead of using your phone to make a purchase on Amazon, use your computer or tablet. In addition, you can use your tablet or computer to access driving directions like those on Google Maps. The fact is, you can print out this information ahead of time, and many cars come with standalone navigation now. And there's always the good old-fashioned map. People have survived for centuries without relying on their cell phone. Many would argue that smartphones make access to information, and life in general, easier, but easier doesn't always mean better. Ultimately, how you access information is a choice. You don't have to use a smartphone. Society tends to make using a flip phone seem antiquated, but that's not true. Choosing to use a flip phone does have its advantages. 7 reasons for going back to a flip phone. Reason number 1. Practice self-sufficiency. Using a flip phone allows you to do more tasks for yourself. For example, instead of taking out your phone to access a calculator, you can do the math in your head. This will help in figuring out how much to tip at a restaurant or counting back change. Plus, you increase your memory by having to store more information in your brain. You might need this information to complete daily tasks like paying bills, planning your day, or getting around town. Thus, you can feel empowered because you have increased your self-reliance by limiting your need to rely on technology. Reason number 2. Be more present in the moment. Constantly looking at your smartphone can cause you to miss out on what's going on around you. For example, you may miss something someone said because you were distracted. Life's precious moments go by quickly, and you don't want to miss something important because you're focusing on your phone. On the other hand, a flip phone allows you to be present in the moment. There aren't as many apps to steal your attention. Instead of looking at your phone while sitting on a park bench, you can enjoy the beauty of nature around you. Reason number 3. Increase your productivity. How often have you looked at your smartphone instead of doing something more productive? By going back to a flip phone, you can increase your productivity. You won't be tempted to pick up your phone and check your social media. Plus, it's not productivity for the sake of productivity. By completing tasks more quickly, you can spend more time on the things you love. For instance, you can work on a hobby that you love. Most importantly, you won't feel rushed, which will help you decrease stress. Reason number 4. Increase your privacy. Unfortunately, phone hacking is a reality. You're especially vulnerable if you don't practice good digital habits. If you think about it, you probably know someone that's had their phone hacked. Maybe you've even been hacked yourself. If anything, there are plenty of news stories about phones getting hacked. Then, their personal information is available for the taking. On a smartphone, this can include banking information. With a flip phone, you don't have the ability to store so much personal information. Therefore, you don't run the risk of breaches of privacy. For example, on a flip phone, you won't have people tracking your habits like which social media posts you like. How do you transition to a flip phone? Switch to a flip phone. How to go back to a flip phone? With a flip phone, you don't run the risk of breaches of privacy. Ultimately, it's not about being paranoid. It's practicing online safety. Switching to a flip phone limits the number of access points available to your personal data. You can still perform all of the activities you do online. Now, you just do it on your computer. It's much safer this way. Plus, if your phone gets lost, you won't have to worry about it. Reason number 5. Take control of your life. Honestly, do you need to check your emails while you're waiting for your food order? If it's an emergency, it probably won't be communicated in an email. Truthfully, it's probably just a habit, and a bad one at that. You aren't a robot. You're a living, breathing person that needs downtime from work. Your time away from the job is exactly that, your time. You should fill it with things you love. By using a flip phone, you take back control of your life. Work-related activities stay at work. This gives you the freedom to distress and relax. That email will still be in your inbox when you get back to the office. Reason number 6. Protect your health. Blue light, produced by phone screens, can damage your eyes. Spending more time looking at your phone screen increases the risk of macular degeneration. Also, staring at a screen too much may cause eye strain. In addition, staring at your phone in weird positions may cause a strain on your neck called text neck. You can suffer from text neck if you lean forward to look at your phone for prolonged periods. To protect your health, switch to a flip phone. Doing so will reduce the amount of time you stare at your screen. Thus, you'll be protecting your eyes and your neck. Reason number 7, you may be more inclined to have an actual phone or in-person conversation. By going back to a flip phone, you can connect with others on a deeper, more personal level. Instead of sending a text or IM, you can actually pick up the phone and call or hold an in-person conversation. This will help improve communication, since in-person communication requires interpersonal communication skills. Text messages can't provide context. For example, you can't discern the tone of voice in a text message. Also, text messages don't allow for nonverbal communication. By communicating more by voice or in person, you can alleviate many of the communication breakdowns that often happen through text messaging. For instance, feedback will be more immediate, discernible, and be both verbal and nonverbal. More importantly, the rewards of face-to-face conversation are worth the effort. You can't replace the positive effect that you feel when you see someone appreciate what you've said. In other words, a smiley face emoji can never replace seeing someone's face light up when you compliment them. What if I need a smartphone for work? Or just can't give it up? That's a good question. Obviously, if your company requires you to use a smartphone for work, then you'll have to do that. Also, if you find it hard to give up your smartphone altogether, there are things you can do to limit the amount of screen time. To limit your screen time, you can use it only for work. Set a timer and stick to the time limit. Reduce the number of apps you use on your smartphone. Don't take your phone to bed. Reduce the temptation to be on your phone by keeping it out of sight. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Decrease the visual appeal by turning on grayscale on your phone. Schedule in-person meetings. Even with not giving up your smartphone, there are ways to reduce your smartphone usage. It's important to remember that this requires a change of habit. It takes time and effort. You have to stick with it for it to work. Final thoughts on going back to a flip phone. Switching back to a flip phone provides so many benefits. You gain more control of your life, more time to spend on the things you love, and deeper personal connections. Moreover, you become a more independent person who can be more present in the moment. If you're unable to use a flip phone, you can still limit your screen time to achieve the same benefits. It will just be harder. Ultimately, it comes down to a personal choice. Just think of it like this: it's not a choice between flip phone and smartphone, it's choosing to live a fuller and more positive life, free from a phone screen.